Our voices.
Our stories.
Our community.
What you leave here most with is the mark you've made on them. And when they tell you, bye Jeremy, I'm going to miss you, when will I see you next? You know you've left your mark.
The minute you walk in through these doors, you make a difference because you've decided to give your time. And time is the one thing you cannot buy. And when you come here, the love you feel here is unreal.
Friendship Circle does something that's different than that sometimes a therapist or a doctor just can't reach. It's when we all know how we feel when we feel comfortable and accepted and included, we really can be our best selves. And that's really what happens here to our special friends and to our volunteers.
People's challenges or illnesses or whatever, they affect more than just, the person. They affect the family, they affect their social relationships as well. And being in the Friendship Circle, you see that there's a lot that can be done out in the community to help people.
Montreal is the second largest city in Canada, and it's set on an island in the St. Lawrence River. Named after Mount Royal, the triple-peaked hill in its heart. This city houses many boroughs, which include neighborhoods ranging from cobblestoned, French colonial Vieux-Montréal, and the Bohemian Plateau Montréal.
Oh, yes.
All right, you ready? 1, 2, 3. Let's say, today, I'm a part of a team.
Today, I'm a part of a team.
At the heart of one of these neighborhoods, we find the Friendship Circle of Montreal, a nonprofit community organization with the goal of providing every individual with special needs the support, friendship, and inclusion that they deserve through a volunteer program, as explained to us by their family support and program developer.
Hi, I'm Racheli Edelkoff, and I work for the Friendship Circle. The Friendship Circle creates friendship and inclusion for young people with special needs. And the way we do that is through pairing individuals with special needs with typical peers their age for a range of recreational and social programs, and we match them one-on-one. So we'll have, let's say an individual with autism who's about 15 years old. He'll be paired with a high school volunteer about his age, and through these activities that they do together, a real genuine friendship is formed.
The history of the Friendship Circle dates back to May 22nd of 2008, when the dream became a reality during their groundbreaking ceremony, as described to us by their founder and director.
Hi, my name is Seema Paris, and the reason why I started this beautiful project is because I was doing programs in the public school system and different programs in different public schools, and I also was doing programs in the schools with children with special needs. And I got very close to these families and to these children, and they have a mission. Their mission is to make a difference to all of us, and what was beautiful was that I feel that we all have to be together to do acts of goodness and kindness in the world.
We will do everything in our power to enrich the lives of our children, and it's a true privilege to be the part of their lives. We will not rest until every child has the chance to experience the joy that the Friendship Circle can bring to them.
And the joy is mutual, as volunteers also get to experience the joy of making new friends, like our following guests.
My name is Colleen Sauber. I've been at the Friendship Circle for almost 3 years now. I'm a medical doctor, and I also operate a small business, a menswear boutique. One thing that I think the Friendship Circle has really helped me in my profession as a medical doctor is empathy. And the reason I say that is because in medicine, we only see our patients in one specific context, which is in the clinic or on the wards in the hospital. But outside of that, outside of the 30 minutes or, or however much time you spend with them, there's still a lot going on in their lives. And coming to Friendship Circle, you see all of the other side around it, the social aspect of things, and how the different families that have kids with special needs, how they're having to cope.
My name is Lisa Cano. I'm 14. I go to Hebrew Academy. I started volunteering here mid-February. Seeing the impact that you have on the kids' lives, and that you're the one that is able to give them like happiness and joy and to show them that they are like important and that they have people who care about them. Like seeing that you're the person who gives them that is very special.
So my name is Jeremy Levitt. I've been a volunteer at the Friendship Circle for about 5 years now, and I'm actually 19 years old. And one of the things I love to do is actually volunteer. When you help someone, when you make an impact in someone's life, it's incredibly gratifying. And you know, the smile that goes on their face and the reaction that they have to the impact you've had on them is really incredibly rewarding, because these are people, you know, who sometimes may not express it or may not show it, but are suffering, you know, and when you're there and you're able to like make that transformative impact on them, and you're able to see them smile, you're able to see their mood change, and you're able to see them go home to their parents and tell them all about the incredible experience they've had with you, well, that's just the entire experience, just in one snapshot, right? And that's what's beautiful about volunteering at the Friendship Circle. It's an experience where you can really, you know, have that one-on-one interaction with children with special needs, and you can kind of adapt your experience to them, and they can adapt their experience to you, and together, you know, you can make an incredible opportunity for someone who may not be able to experience that every day.
We're going to do something special today to celebrate. We're going to do something very special today to celebrate. What do you think we're celebrating today? Friendship. Yes. Remember, you can call out. Anyone call out. Esther, Miriam, you can call out your answer, okay? We are celebrating friendship today. How are we celebrating friendship? I want someone to tell me. Who put up your hand? Who wants to tell me? How do you think we're celebrating by what you've heard so far as you walked in? Robbie.
Postcards.
Say that again?
Postcards.
Thank you.
Making postcards to celebrate our friends.
Yeah.
Our community will return after the break.
We now return to our community.
Get ready for some fun. And today, make it the best art project you can ever make it. Don't worry if it's bad, but it doesn't matter, because we're all here, because we're all friends, and we are all amazing.
Robbie and Josh, they're legends. They're absolutely two wonderful, wonderful friends of mine. And what's amazing about them is that they are so welcoming to everyone that walks through the door. So both Robbie and Joshua are visually impaired, and if you'll walk through the door, they might not see you, but they notice you, and they'll ask you right away about you. They'll want to know what your name is, who you are, and just share. They'll sing you, hear about what music you want and jam together, whatever it is. And they have so much talent, and they really use their passion for music and their talents to help those around them and to just better all of those around them. And I think anyone that comes here and has an opportunity to get to know them and have a chat with them and befriend them, they really leave changed and touched by that encounter.
Joshua Ben Lolo and Robbie Zunenschein have been a part of the Friendship Circle since the very beginning, and they bring joy to anyone who crosses their paths, and it's easy to see why.
I met him when we were I think 7 years old, and I've been friends with him for a long time because we went to school at the Montreal Association for the Blind. Well, we love to sing as we did yesterday. We did that. Well, we love Imagine by John Lennon, and we love Hallelujah by Leonard Cohen.
Here we go, the music's coming.
Myron Carls, sports coach at the Friendship Circle, has the goal of making every participant feel special. And with Robbie, he's gone all the way.
Robbie used to walk up to me and I used to talk about hockey, and he used to tell me about all the Canadians players and what they were able to achieve and who they were. And he'd always told me I would love to be a commentator, or his dream was to play for the Canadians. And whenever I'd come up to him, I'd be like, and here's Robbie in the corner, and he passes the puck over to at the time, Pacioretty, his favorite player, and he passed it over to Drouin, and he would set him up for a beautiful goal, and he would go wild and crazy. So I said to myself, what can I do to share that moment, but in real life, as if it were to happen? And in Robbie's and my eyes, it did happen. So I have a friend who's actually, he works at the Bell Center when the original guy who does the commentating is not well, and he comes in and he does the voice. So what we did, we spoke about it a few times, and he said, you know what we can do? We can probably simulate a moment where Robbie's actually playing with his two favorite players. So I gave him Robbie's number. He called up Robbie, gave him his favorite number, and he actually set up a whole scene on the radio as if Robbie scored a power play goal for the Montreal Canadiens.
For over 16 years, Friendship Circle has provided hundreds of Montreal special children with a friend. Thousands of teenagers are learning how to care and be sensitive to these children, creating a new generation of leaders in our community. This building is a place where everyone's lives will be enriched. Children with special needs will find a place where they have a friend and where they feel at home, and parents will feel accepted and welcomed. Teenagers will discover the value of children with special needs and the beauty of volunteering and giving up yourself. And these very special children will not be left out or isolated from our communities anymore. Minnie Boovy and her son Benji are a great example of the beauty that can be found at the Friendship Circle.
Well, my name is Minnie, and this is my lovely Benji. Benji is almost 9 years old. He's in grade 2. He's finishing grade 2 this week, and he's starting grade 3. He is a super sweet boy, very smart, loving, lovely. Personally, I think the Friendship Circle has impacted our life very positively. Not just for Benji, but I think for the whole family as well. Benji comes out every Sunday. He's had an amazing time. He's had so much fun with his friends. He has played for a long period of time. And what's really interesting here is that he has a buddy that's assigned just for him. And so he has the attention for 2.5 hours of one older person just on him.
My name is Susan Cohen. This is my son, Matthew Sebastian. Matthew is 13 and a half years old, and he has an intellectual disability, and he doesn't speak. However, he is the most chatty, nonverbal child you will ever meet. You know, there aren't many places that Matthew can go where he's accepted for his differences, for his difficulties. The main thing about the Friendship Circle is it's a place where they consider us family. They really take not just the child, but the parents as well. We actually just had Matthew's bar mitzvah here last month, and they were incredible, so helpful. It was awesome. And they provide family support. There's an outreach program where they do events for mothers, they do events for fathers. So it's not just geared to the kid, it's also geared to give the parents break as well and to do fun activities.
One of the most important goals for the Friendship Circle has been that of inclusion, as Monica Merlot and her daughter Jasmine explained to us.
Jasmine came into our life 21 years ago, and she was my first child. I thought, like, I wasn't sure, what it was going to be like. You know, I come from a Catholic background, so I was a little shy to come into, being honest. And so I think that's what took me so long to bring Jasmine in. But as I saw that all is welcome, and I really feel now, I would say, you know, just be open and take every experience that comes to you. And that's what I would say to my old self, because I think more and more about that. And we cannot grow our community and expand awareness if I just keep myself isolated. So I appreciate that they've been so forthcoming and just letting everybody come in, like, of all backgrounds.
Our community will return after the break.
We now return to our community.
Marla Weinberg and her daughter Addison have found a home away from home, thanks to the programs at the Friendship Circle.
I'm Addison. I'm 10, turning 11 this year.
Addison was born at 40 weeks and 3 days. Had a very good pregnancy with her. A couple of years ago, I put her into their Sunday Circle program, and she absolutely loved it. She loves coming every single Sunday. And as well, she's attended their spring camp and winter camp. And they also have an end of summer camp. I spent a lot of time with the people beforehand, and I knew the wonderful work that they did and the programs they had.
Friendship Circle has touched the lives of many, as Elisa Igby describes her heart-touching experience.
My name is Elisa. This is my son, Michael. He is 22 years old. He is severely autistic, and we learned that very early when he was 16 months. When they built this, it was like a lifesaver for a lot of parents, because then there's a place to go and to do something. And so this was like a miracle, this building being built. And slowly, because a lot of time when my husband was alive, he used to take care of my kids, and it was okay. So from time to time, Friendship Circle, a little sortie, something. But then my husband got sick. He got pancreatic cancer, and he was diagnosed in 2016. 2016. He went into the hospital on December 1st, 2016, and he never came out. He passed away in June. Today is a year. And if I didn't have the Friendship Circle for all the support, they were there for all the time. The time he was sick in the hospital, I had to be there. I had to be there for breakfast, for lunch. You know, hospitals, they are overworked, so I was there every day for 7 months. And see my parents and Baruch and Label and all the girls, they were always there to take care of him. I just drop him here and run to the hospital, and they would take care of him. And he learned things. He plays. He does sport and music and dancing. He loves coming here, so he comes every day. Every day, no, I mean Monday to Thursday, every day. But that's not just that. They give us support for the family too. They went to visit my husband in the hospital. They send me food to the hospital. So, and for me and my husband, and come have a prayer with my husband. And just like Baruch came just to talk. They sit down with my husband and spend some time with him. And then the invitations, we are welcome. We feel like a family all the time. They are actually better than my family. They are always there. One phone call away, or not even a phone call, because when you lost somebody, you don't feel like calling or seeing anybody. But Sima Paris calls every night to see how I'm doing, how Michael was, and her and Racheli, with Baruch's wife, they send me pictures. They send me little movies, what he did during the day. So, and I would show my husband. So my husband was very happy to see that his son was being taken care of, and I could take care of my husband.
Friendship Circle brings people together, and in doing so creates bonds of friendship that last a lifetime. Seema Paris, the Friendship Circle director, fulfills this circle of friendship by giving us her recount of her friendship with Elisa.
Elisa Igby was a parent that I found her just like amazing because she was so positive and so full of energy, and then she approached me one day and told me that her husband is very sick, and he was the one that was, you know, she was out working and he was retired and he was taking care of the son when he came home. And now that he's in the hospital, she doesn't know what to do. She's helpless, she's going crazy. Sorry for being emotional, but she started crying to me, and like many other parents that, you know, turn to me and with, you know, they don't know who to turn to. There's the professionals, the hours are up, and so I have my phone next to me 24/7, just in case anybody needs whatever it is that, you know, they're going through in life. And so we said, don't worry, Lisa, I'm your family now. We are all your family, and you could come and you could bring your, the son comes straight from school, and every single day he's here and he is, you know, taken care of, and he's so happy, and he could hardly talk at the beginning, and now she didn't even know that all these talents that he had were just like sort of coming out, whether it was painting or singing or karate or whatever it was, or the cooking. He's a happy child now, and so we had him here every single day, and then I became very close to her and friendly with her. So I was visiting her husband in the hospital and sending in meals and just being there for her in such a difficult time after when her husband passed away. We just became like sisters, and we're just talking to each other every day. And her son, just like after the activity yesterday, they came over for supper to have supper with us. So it's just like one big happy family.
Hallelujah! 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 Hallelujah!
Friendship Circle is founded upon the idea that within each person is a soul, and that soul is equal and worthy of boundless love. With this inspiration, the lives of the families they serve are enhanced, while their volunteers reap the rewards of selfless giving. Friendship Circle creates friendships in the lives of individuals with special needs and provides an opportunity to become a contributing member of the community.
Never give up on the people you meet and the lessons that you can teach them. Because the day you decide that they're not able to learn, you've not only cheated them, you've cheated yourself. You know, life is a journey for everybody. And the number one lesson that I would tell myself, just believe in the person in front of you. When you look at them, show them the love, show them a direction, and you can't believe what they will become. It's unreal that sometimes the little things in life go so far, and you know, telling yourself from if I were to bump into myself along the years, you know, I would say to myself, good for you, I'm proud of you, because you did something that you should have done a very long time ago, and you did it, and you made people around you feel good about who they are, and in the process you made yourself a better person. That's pretty much what I would say.
Through their programming, Friendship Circle aims to promote an inclusive community that values all individuals regardless of the challenges they face. Friendship Circle provides assistance and support to individuals with special needs and their families by providing recreational, social, educational, and vocational programming. In addition to helping those in need, the Friendship Circle enriches its vast network of volunteers by enabling them to reap the rewards of selfless giving. Writer, producer, director, J.A. Lara Caravantes. Cinematography, Mark J. Pragai. Editors, Luik Bruderlein, Manuel Grados Andrade. Sound designer, Evan Jarrett. Integrated Describe video specialist, Ron Rickford. Narrator, Jim Van Horn. Regional content specialist, Karen McGee. Production supervisor, Janice Evatilli. Director production, Karen I. Director programming, Brian Perdue. Vice President Programming and Production, John Melville. President and CEO, David Arrington. Copyright 2018 Accessible Media, Inc.